Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 3rd. It is 6:19 right now. Market is going to open in about 11 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick. Then we can get started with our session for today. A couple more things here to set up real quick. All right, good. Cool. All right. Everything looks good to go. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium real quick. All right, looks good. All right, cool. Let me give it a few minutes, guys, so people can make their way in. All right, I'm going to start off by marking up the areas of liquidity here as people continue to join. Levels right here, and I think we're good. So, all right, guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 3rd, or sorry, Tuesday, May 3rd. It's May already. It's 6:22 right now. Market's going to open in about 8 minutes. So let me just get this going right here, and then we should be good to go. Hey, Patricia, morning. Morning, Peter. Morning, Kenneth. Morning, Ruin. Morning, Jennifer. Morning, Stephen. Stephen all the way in India. Good morning over there. Or it might be like afternoon for you over there, Stephen. Stephen over here on the other side of the world. Morning, Lisa. All right, let me, well, I'm not even on the wrong time frame. I mean, I'm not on the right time frame. Sorry, let me go to this 1 minute real quick. No wonder it was like way too close. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this up real quick. Areas of liquidity, got one right there. Had a feeling that thing looked weird. All right, so as you guys can see, there's a lot of liquidity on the bottom, which is a good thing because I think our overall bias is going to be a sell again today. So it can be a plus for us. That looks good. All right, let's see who else is here. Hey, Solo, morning. Morning, Rashida. Morning, Jazz. Morning, Matthew. All right, looks like people are still making their way in. So I got the liquidity marked up right there on the markup chart. Here is the clean chart. I'm going to mark it up over here as well. There's not really too many levels, so it's not too difficult to get this all lined up right here. There's a lot of levels on the bottom, which is a good thing. It's going to be in our direction of our bias. All right, solid. So that's good. Let me put up the timestamps over here, 6:30, 7, and 8. Looks good. Go over here as well. Hey, morning, Miles. Morning, Marlon. Morning, Marco. Morning, Andres. Morning, Rick. Rick said, bounce there to check my ID twice for making it in. Right, Rick. Morning, Maria. Morning, everybody. All right, guys. So let me take a look at the bias real quick, or let me check the news to see if there's anything this morning. Today's Tuesday, May 3rd. There wasn't news earlier this morning, but there's high impact news at 7. So that's going to be the main thing today. I'm going to mark that up on the chart over here so that we don't miss that. So we got high impact news at 7 o'clock. That news is going to be JOLTS job openings and factory orders. So JOLTS job openings is going to indicate, basically all the job openings here in the US for this month, which it's going to be hard. I don't know if we're going to be able to predict it. It was easier during COVID because things are reopening. I'm assuming the job openings will be higher, but we'll have to wait and see where that confirms when the market does actually open and the news comes out. Other than that, I think we're pretty much good for the most part. I looked here on the 10-minute. There was nothing for us to take right now. Obviously, we have a sell bias, so I was only looking for sell. There's one here that happened last night. I didn't catch it, unfortunately, but there was a V3 right there that came up and it hit full TP right there. So there's a V3 that came up right there. Other than that, I didn't really see anything else here. I mean, there's nothing else for a sell. So market's been kind of slow, kind of choppy, but we'll see how it moves when the market does open shortly. Looking over here at the retail sentiment is currently 62% long. So it's indicating a bearish bias here with regard to retail sentiment. So we'll most likely be looking for sells today. Looking over here at the futures data is currently only 15 points in the green. So it's there isn't really much of a bias here with regard to fundamentals. So with all that aside, we'll most likely be looking for a sell today. However, we want to make sure that the fundamentals and technicals do line up with the retail sentiment. But overall, it does look like it's going to be a sell. Yeah, just like what 19 said, he said, be careful, it's Trap Tuesday. And that is correct. There's a lot of traps that get set up on Tuesdays. So morning 19, morning Matt, morning Christian, morning David, morning Purity, morning Maria, morning everybody. All right, guys, so it looks like majority of you guys are here. Market's going to open in about 3 minutes. When the market does open, we'll be looking for the breakout. So looking at the sessions right here, we do have the Asia low coming up right here. So that's going to be one thing to look out for if we do get a breakout for a sell. That's probably going to be the main thing to look out for here. I don't see any other sessions that are nearby where price currently is. The next level of session is going to be like way down here. So no news around here. I mean, the only thing we're going to be worried about is really going to be these sessions right here. So if we do get a sell, we want to be careful if price does get near these sessions right here. If it does, I'm just going to avoid the trade, obviously, and then we can, we can go from there. Yeah, Maddie said he can see a manipulated push to the upside, which I can see too. Hey, JJ, morning. Yeah, iPhone said buy side liquidity above today's high. Yeah, there's some liquidity sitting up there as well. Morning, Professor. Morning, Craig. Morning, everybody. Morning, Saren. But yeah, if you guys look over here, there's some liquidity right here sitting on the top. There's some right here and then some above here. Not a crazy amount, but there is some around that area. Morning, Jesus. But there's also liquidity on the bottom side too. All right, looks like we're good for the most part here, guys. So market is going to open in about 1 minute. When the market opens in a minute, we'll see where where we are likely to be looking to enter, but it's definitely going to be we're definitely gonna be looking for a sell. All right, guys, so market is opening in about 30 seconds. Let's get some time right here. We have about 20 seconds till market open. When the market does open, we'll mark up opening price, and then we'll also take a look at the fundamentals as well. Go over here real quick, refresh this. Refresh the screen real quick. All right, so market is now open, guys. Basically, you have a bullish momentum signal right here. So for this breakout here, technically, if we get a strong green candle, that would, technically be the breakout. However, I'm not looking for any buys right now because the overall bias is a sell. So I think that would be a fake out if we do get a buy there. So let me refresh the fundamentals real quick. Fundamentals are currently 63 points in the green, so it's not very strong. If it does close for a buy here, I will mark it up, but I will not be taking it. Just FYI, guys. All right. Just a heads up, I'm looking for it to come back down. We need a sell signal in order for it to confirm the sell momentum. And then we need a strong red candle in order to confirm the direction as well. So nothing right here because this is not a strong green candle yet. No sell momentum there, so no entry for the breakout for a sell. But if you guys are looking here at the typical requirements, basically, we're looking for the entry because it's after market open. I'm going to mark up the opening price, which was right there. So if you get a strong green candle right here, this is technically going to be the breakout. You're looking for an entry after 6:30. You're confirming the bias. This doesn't line up with the bias, but the bias is optional for the breakout. However, I do highly recommend it. You're looking for momentum. We have a bullish momentum signal right here. So you're looking for a strong green candle to confirm it. If we don't get that, we're looking for a strong red candle with a red signal, sell signal, in order to identify it as a short instead. But again, right here, still no sell signal. Looks like we'll probably get a pending one shortly. Or not. Hey, Brock, morning. All right, so if this closes as a strong green candle, this would technically be the breakout, just like I mentioned before. One thing you want to be careful for is that it's right at opening price. So expect, possible rejection at that point. Going over here to the fundamentals, refreshing this real quick. It's still pretty green for the most part. It's not very green, but it is green. Looking over here at the heat map is pretty much, it's pretty green at the moment. I do expect it to come back down though, because the retail sentiment is currently, it's currently 63% long. So if this closes as a strong green candle, just a reminder, this would be the breakout. Not one that I would take. If you want to take it at your own risk, but I do find it to be a very risky entry for the breakout. So looks like this is going to be the breakout here, but I'm not going to be taking it. So if you guys want to take it, feel free. If not, I would just wait for it to come back down because my bias here is still for a sell. The bullish bias here isn't very strong. This might be a temporary push to the upside. If you guys do decide to take this, I do recommend moving your stop loss and profit, whenever you get the opportunity, or if you're happy with the profit, then just pull out, because I do find this to be a very risky entry to take. The main reason I think it's risky is because it's right at opening price. Also, the overall bias is still bearish. So I'll just put an alert right there. So if it does hit TP, we'll be able to identify. Yeah, Maddie said it might be a fake out, which I agree to. And you can see right here where price is kind of bouncing off. It's bouncing off the liquidity right there. So if you guys are in it, I do recommend move your stop loss and profit at this moment. If you guys are happy with your profits, pull out with your profits already. If not, hang on to it, but I do recommend you move your stop loss and profit. Looks like it's gonna hit full TP right about there. Full TP off the breakout, guys. So whoever caught it, big congrats to you guys. I didn't take it myself. I'll give you guys a little update here in the group because I don't want you guys to be holding on to a position longer than you need to. So there we go with the breakout. Nice. Steven said goal reach, be back tomorrow. Definitely, Steven. So we'll see you tomorrow. You know, have fun on the rest of your vacation out there in India, and I'll see you back here when you're back. But I think you'll be back here for the next live tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, Steven. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. Other than that, I think we're it. That's it for now. We're gonna be looking for the swing back to the downside. Let's give you guys a little update here. So if you guys are in this position, you guys have to pull out. Don't get greedy here, guys. You know, I forgot what the I forgot what's that saying called. It's like pigs get slaughtered or something. Something gets fed and pigs get slaughtered. I forgot what the saying is for that. No problem, Jennifer. It looks like Jennifer locked in profits off that as well. So if you guys have profits to send in, go ahead and send them in on the group. And then I will add them to the list. But there you go with the full TP right there. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Matt said hogs get fed, pigs get slaughtered. Exactly, guys. So you guys got to be hogs here. You got to get fed, hit your TP. Don't be a pig here and get slaughtered as it you know, comes around, because we do expect it to come down. So for me personally, I do expect it to come down. So this is no surprise that it's coming right back down, because our overall bias here is for a sell. So I'm not looking at, if you guys are any buys right now, be very careful holding them because you're going to get stopped out. Nice. Professor said just passed phase 2 on TFF account. Congrats, Professor. All right, guys. Nice. Looks like a lot of you guys here are killing it. So some of you guys here did take a trade, even though it was a risky move. And some of you guys here did pass your challenges. Hey, Vince. Morning. Morning, Rain. Morning, everybody. Morning, JJ. Morning, Fahad. Morning, Craig. All right, guys. So it looks like we are into the market now. It's 6:36 right now. We're 6 minutes in. We got news coming up here at 7. Just a reminder, our bias overall is going to be a sell. Reason for that's because retail sentiment is currently 63% long. So just because the overall bias here is long, I mean, is bearish, and there's majority of traders on the long side, this doesn't necessarily mean that you can't take trades in the opposite direction, right? The only thing that I'm trying to emphasize here is that if you're taking buys, you need to get in and out quickly, because price is going to come right back down to where the overall bias is going to be, you know, just within a matter of time. Like for this right here, there was actually a V3 right here that I totally missed. Not one that I would have taken because the candle was so huge, but this was a V3 right here, and it's still technically running, you know, in profit as we speak. So huge candles right here. Something that you might want to be careful for. I'm thinking about taking maybe something speculative, but I do find it a bit risky. It's coming back down, hitting the liquidity right there. See if I can find anything here. No. Yeah, huge push to the downside right there. I was trying to catch something, but doesn't look like there's any really good entries over here at the moment. It's getting close to the sessions right there. So let me check this real quick. See what is going on over here. This anything. All right. So I'm basically just looking for an entry here, guys. I don't see anything available right now. Still looking around to see if we could find anything. But yeah, there's a V3 right there. So, I mean, if you guys see anything right here, just be careful because the sessions is right here. So you guys definitely want to be careful with any entries at this moment specifically. Rick says he's in that V3. Nice, Rick. Yeah, how far is it from the sessions right here? It's like 140 pips, so it's actually really close. Nothing here off the 10. Nothing here off the 5. There's technically a V3 here off the 5 too. However, it's such a huge candle, I wouldn't take it. This candle here is too big. Plus, it's going to cut into the session. So Sessions are right there. Definitely would not take that trade. Yeah, other than that, I don't see anything else here. We don't even have a sell signal. I was looking to see if there was possibly going to be any snipes that are available here, but I don't see anything over here right now. Yeah, no snipes available right now. Mark some things up right here. All right, so I'll keep these marked up just in case we do see some snipes. I don't see anything right now, but if we do, I'll be paying attention. So yeah, this candle right here is too huge for this V3. This is like, it's 161 pip move. It's huge. I mean, 1,610 pip move. So this is going to have to retrace up possibly halfway. It'll probably retrace up halfway before coming back down, or the full amount before making its way down, right? Huge risk right there. So if you guys are looking to take a sell, one thing to keep an eye out for is going to be the sessions right here. It doesn't matter what time frame you guys find a sell on. The issue is that price is still at the session. So it doesn't matter if you're on the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, it doesn't really make a difference because you're still going to be, you're still going to be right at the sessions. The sessions are still here on the 10 minute as well. So just be smart about it, guys. I mean, you guys know the deal. It's also the fundamentals here aren't even that strong. Looking over here at the heat map. Heat map is currently, it's right down the middle, half a red, half a green. Apple is, I mean, it's not even up 1 point, so I'm not really expecting it to really hold up very long. It's just going to be a matter of time. So as you guys see here, price is super choppy. You're getting a spike to the upside, spike to the downside. You want to be very careful about these entries right here. And just wait, right? Whenever price gets near these sessions right here, we tend to get that fake out. So it's just going to be a matter of patience and just waiting for this to actually play out. Other than that, let's see. Yeah, Anton said if you zoom out and look at the higher time frame, it's the same as this right now, consolidation. Yeah, no, here on the 10, I can see it. It's still like a ton of consolidation right here. Not really much going on. So it's just patience, guys. Just be patient and wait for these entries to actually appear. However, there's nothing for us to take right now. There's nothing on the 10. There's nothing on the 5. There's one on the 5, but this is not one that I would recommend because obvious reasons. Nothing on the 3, nothing on the 1. So I guess we can see where this goes. But I mean, overall, I do think it's going to come down. It's just going to be a matter of time. I think the main place that I'm looking for is for it to drop below this, these sessions right here. So basically this Asia low, when price drops below and confirms, then I think then the fundamentals will be red. And when the fundamentals are red, that's going to indicate, push to the downside because it's going to align with the retail sentiment. So retail sentiment is telling us to take a sell. Technicals here are very indecisive. You can see price just bouncing in between the pivots. The fundamentals are still somewhat green. They're not very strong, but I mean, it's red right now, like not even a point. So as I mentioned, when price drops below the sessions right here, it's probably going to increase its strength for a sell. And then from that point, we can probably expect it to drop lower here and, hit these areas of liquidity. But right now, it's just a waiting game, guys. It's just a matter of being patient and waiting for this to play out. We do have news coming up in about 15 minutes. So we'll see if maybe we can catch an entry before then. Otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of us I mean, really just waiting for the market to give us what we're looking for. So sit tight, guys. Sit tight and wait for a confirmation. I think that's the hardest part for a lot of people, right? It's just sitting tight and waiting for a confirmation, because a lot of people do get FOMO. So looking over here at the profits, we have Andreas over here. He locked in a total of 610. Nice work right there, Andreas, off the breakout. We have Melanie over here. She locked in a total of 69 off the breakout. Nice work, Melanie. We've got Craig over here. Craig locked in a total of 961 off the breakout. Great work right there, Craig. So, it's all about consistency and just knowing the range right here. A lot of you guys here know the range. You guys were able to pull out really quickly before the price ended up turning back around. Looking over here, Marco locked in a total of 1,051. Great work, Marco. We got Professor over here locked in a total of 8,000 off this account. So he just passed his phase 2. He's now going to be funded. Professor said, after months of being hard-headed, I started to trading with discipline, primarily taking the breakout. So there you go, Professor. Great work. All right, price is testing the sessions right here. So this is exactly what we were anticipating. If you go over to the fundamentals now, I can guarantee that it's now red. Let me refresh this, and it's now red, down 59 points. So there you go, guys. It's just a matter of patience. Now you just have to wait for it to confirm below. We want this to be negative 100 points or more and consistently below that point. If that happens, then it's going to line up with our retail sentiment over here, which is indicating that it's bearish as well. So now that you have two of these lining up, plus the technicals, you can see the trend meter is red and prices below the pivots. You have a clear bias here for a sell. It's just going to be a matter of time before it actually confirms, right? Because you need it to confirm. One way for it to confirm is that price may come back up, retest the sessions, and then come right back down, right? That's one way to confirm it. Another way to confirm it is just to anticipate the drop further. But there's going to be some sort of retracement. So that's one thing that you want to look out for, the retracement. Don't jump the gun right away and just hop into a sell for no reason. You got to make sure that you have a reason to enter the sell. So yeah, back over here, just going back to what I was just saying with Professor. Yeah, man, big congrats to Professor over here. Now funded on TFS. So we got another funded member here in K2. And guys, another big congrats to Mohammed over here as well. So if you guys saw my post earlier, Mohammed just maxed out his FTMO accounts. So he has 400K funded accounts with FTMO. And you can see his message here. He said, "Hi, Sean, just want to thank you. You couldn't have done it without your guidance and mentorship. K2 is an amazing step in his trading journey," which is great. So big congrats to Mohammed here. And big congrats to Professor as well, getting his first funded account. So other than that, let's see, Vincent over here locked in a total of 2,366. Nice work, Vincent. And then his second account over here locked in a total of 3,147. So great work, guys. Mark over here as well. We already looked at this earlier. So Marco, great work right there. Scrolling down further, Charles over here locked in a total of 1,038. Nice work, Charles. Let his TP hit on that one. His second account over here locked in a total of 1,064. Nice work, Charles. His third account over here locked in a total of 532. So great profits all around right there. Zildjian over here as well, locked in a total of 851. Nice work, Zildjian. Other than that, see Jay over here. Jay said first one actually hit my stop loss, but he held it. So he locked in a total of 3,703 for the day. Nice work, Jay. All right, guys, everyone's killing it. Joshua over here too, took a breakout, locking a total of 155 off this account. And then he locked in 407 off this account right here. Great work, Joshua. Other than that, Steven over here. So here's Steven, man. Steven's on vacation. This dude's killing it. He locked in a total of 1,462 for the day. Nice work, Steven. Looks like he kind of double dipped in here, played around with the market, took the bigger profits right here, took a couple small losses here on accident, it looks like. But overall, his account is now at 108,120. So Steven is, yeah, definitely. Steven said momentum signal and candle were perfect. So this is why I do some micro scalping. He's about 2,000 away from passing his challenge. Well, this specific challenge. So great work, Steven. I mean, this is going to be a big I guess, a gift to you while on vacation, because you'll come back and you'll probably be funded once you're back on this account, once you're back from your vacation. Barack over here as well. He said, first time holding breakouts of full TP, locking a total of 2,442. Nice work, Barack. And you're getting your funded account soon too on FTMO. Kenny said, hey, Sean, sorry I won't be able to be taking trades this morning with y'all. Gotta go to the parts store, get my car. All right, so unfortunately, Kenny's not here. Kenny's usually the one that feeds us the fake news when he sees it. So if anyone sees any fake news coming up, well, not really fake news, but Kenny's usually the guy that knows when like Biden's speaking and stuff like that. So if you guys see anything about like Biden speaking today or Pelosi or whatever, just give us a heads up so that we can take a look. So other than that, Narith over here locked in a total of 8,179. Nice work, Narith. Dre over here locking a total of 280 off his accounts right here. And then we got Maria over here locking a total of 1,394. Nice work, Maria. And then we got Merlin over here with a total of 3,651. Nice work, guys. So everyone here is killing it, guys. Keep it up. As I mentioned right here, I did tell you guys that price was going to retrace up, and that's exactly what happened. This is why you guys can't just hop into a sell just because price drops below, right? You have to wait for an actual confirmation that price is actually going to stay below there. There's no confirmation here. You can see prices retracing up. I do expect it to come back down, but we just don't know exactly when that will happen. So just a matter of patience, guys. Just wait for it. Once we get it, then great, we'll enter for some sells. But currently right now, there just isn't any confirmation for us to enter anything at the moment. There's nothing on the 1 minute. There's nothing on the 3 minute. There's nothing on the 5 minute, and there's nothing off the 10 minute. If you guys go over here and look at the 5 minute, look where price rejected from. It rejected exactly off these sessions, right? So this is why you don't want to trade around the sessions. It's literally a double, like a wick rejection right off the sessions. So just be patient, guys. Don't hop into these trades just yet. I mean, you guys just got to be really patient. I think that's the main key. Don't FOMO into anything. And if you're entering something, always remember that you have to make sure all the requirements are met. I see a lot of people skipping steps. Like for example, right here for this 5 minute, this is technically not a valid entry. The reason for that's because if you look at the requirements here for the V3, you have to confirm that you're trading in the direction of the bias, right? Retail sentiment is indicating a sell. The fundamentals are not there. Also, technicals are not there as well off the 5. So, just keep that in mind, guys. This is not like a quality entry. It's technically an entry if you're to ignore the first requirement, but the first requirement is the most important one. So you should not be ignoring that. So just FYI, and I'll put it right here. Quality entry. So I'm just going to put that there so that you guys know. I mean, everyone here should know, but for the new people who are here, just keep in mind, I'm gonna put that right there. Not quality entry, not all requirements met, bias not met. So not to say that this isn't going to hit TP, but it's not going to be a quality entry. Like for example, you'd probably be stressing out if you're in this position and waiting for it to continue dropping, but there's no confirmation of it actually coming down yet because it's still right at the sessions, right here on the 1 minute. It's literally right there. Let's see. Jacob said locked in a 1.5K profit on 5 accounts from the 30-second V3. Done for the day. Now, good luck, guys. Caught the breakout earlier as well. Definitely, Jacob. So if you want to send in your profits, definitely send those in. We'll add them to the list. Big congrats to you for locking in some pretty solid profits off the breakout and the V3 that just passed. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. We do have news coming up in about 5 minutes, guys. So you guys want to be a bit careful with any of the movement in price. We do have news coming up right here in about 6 to 5 minutes. Yeah, Rick said, so smart, Jacob. Make a K on multiple accounts. That's exactly what I do too, guys. That's why I don't really go for anything too crazy. Once you guys are consistent, you guys can take 1 or 2 trades on multiple accounts. And as long as they win, those profits are going to, they're going to add up very nicely. So just a reminder, guys, you don't have to rush everything. It's only Tuesday. Just keep that in mind. It's still Tuesday. We have a whole week ahead of us. So, just keep that in mind. Yeah, Craig said made 961 euros today, just over 1% on the challenge. I think I'm done for the day. Yeah, exactly, Craig. If that's the case where you guys are satisfied with your profits for the day, then just call it a day. If you want to keep trading, trade on a demo account or something, right? Because the last thing you want to do is throw away the profits you made off the breakout. Because typically, if you just take the breakout, like if you do what Steven is doing, and I know some of you guys kind of get annoyed when I remind you guys of Steven, but Steven is like a perfect example. Steven's on vacation right now. He just takes one trade a day. He makes 1,000, right? 1,400 today. He made 1,442 yesterday. He made 1,890 the day before that. He only takes one trade, right? Sometimes he'll do micro scalps within it, but he literally just takes like one trade. Well, there's like one strategy or like one entry he's taking, but he's taking multiple entries within that entry. So like right here, he made 1,085. Every day he makes 1,000. He's like, it's so easy. He's like, so easy, a monkey can learn how to do it, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, bro, like, of course, it's the breakout is not that difficult. If you can just take the breakout every day, it's like literally, if Steven is doing this, guys, and if you guys have been part of K2 for a while, you guys know exactly who Steven is. I mean, this guy had the hardest struggle getting things down in the group. I think he had the most struggle out of everyone, and everyone thought he was a troll. But now that he has this down, this is all he's doing. He's doing 1,000 every single day, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Steven should be an inspiration to a lot of people. If you guys have been here for a while and you guys know who he is, you guys know exactly that he had like probably the hardest time getting anything down with K2, even though like the strategies are so simple. He had the hardest time. Now he's consistent, 1,000 a day, and he's out. So other than that, guys, there's nothing here on the 1 minute. There's nothing on the 3 minute. There's nothing here on the 5 minute. There's nothing here on the 10 minute. So there's no entries available right now. I'm still looking at the chart. I know we're having some side combos right here, and a lot of you guys don't like that, but we got to make the best of our time. We have nothing to do at the moment. News is coming up in about 3 minutes, so we have a lot to pay attention to at the moment. There's just nothing for us to take right now, because we got to wait for the news to pass. And once the news is passed, then we'll have to see how price reacts to the news, and then from there we'll see if we're gonna catch our trades in our direction. But overall, our bias is still sell. Retail sentiment is still 63% long. Looking over here at the heat map, I'll refresh this real quick. Heat map is currently, it's still right down the middle, half red, half green. Looking over here at the fundamentals, it's still in the red about 12 points, 25 points. It's not very strong, right? In order to have a strong fundamental bias, you need this to be negative 100 points. You need to be consistently below that. See what I'm missing over here. Yeah, no, exactly. Craig said exactly. Spent years giving money to the market after having a good session. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, Craig. The main key here that I try to emphasize as much as possible, guys, is consistency, right? If you guys can have a goal, if you guys want to make 1,000 a day, you guys can do that. Because the thing is, taking the breakout in the morning is like probably the easiest trade. You can easily make 1,000 off that with no problem. You can even take a partial profit. Like if you're taking a 10 lot and you're only going for 100 pips, that's 1,000 profit. If you go for the full move, 500 pips, that's 5,000 profit. So go figure. It's really up to like what your preference is and what you guys are aiming for. But realistically, you can easily lock in 1,000 a day with just a partial move of the breakout. That's typically what I do a lot of the times if the market's risky, but the market's been pretty smooth the past couple weeks now. Fonz and Steven's in the background listening to Mick Jones, right? Yeah, no, that's a smart goal, Craig. Craig said 1% a day is my goal. Yeah, and guys, you should base everything off percentage, right? You should never base anything off profit. You want to have a percentage gain on your account. 1 to 3% solid, 1% is perfectly fine because most people aren't even that consistent themselves. We got news coming up in 40 seconds. Thanks, Maddie, for the update. All right. Got news coming up shortly, guys, in about 10 seconds. When news comes up right here, I'll mark it up as a news price. It's gonna be right next to the session. So see where it goes from here. Craig said Friday will be my first snap with K2 fam. Do you trade NFP or sit it out? So we do trade. We don't trade actual NFP like the release. We don't trade that, but we will be on the market, Craig. So if we see something really good, then we'll take it, but we're going to be extra cautious because obviously, you know, the risks that come with trading during NFP. And we're not here to take unnecessary risk, right? We only want to take trades that we're absolutely positive we're going to hit. So it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same process that we've been doing every day. It doesn't matter if it's NFP or anything else big. If the confluences line up and an entry comes, we may take it. So just you know, just heads up. Jesus is asking, what is NFP? NFP stands for non-farm payroll. They release the employment data, and that highly affects the market because that's going to indicate, you know, if companies are doing good or not. And US30 is in direct correlation to that because a lot of the biggest companies that are within the US30 are going to indicate how their companies are doing. So here we go with news price right there. I'm going to go ahead and mark it up over here as well. All right. Looks good. We got all this liquidity over here. Hit prices again, right back to, I mean, it's right back to the middle again where it was earlier. Not really much going on here. Let's see where the opening price was. All right, solid. So let me just mark up the areas of liquidity right here. All right, so here's a clean chart, guys. As you guys can see, this is where market opened at 630, price pushed up, pushed down, pushed back up. Overall bias here is for a sell though. So as you guys can see, I mean, if you look closely, it's still looking like a sell. Right, price has been coming down pretty much all session. It's just a lot of back and forth movement, but overall, it's still a sell. As you guys can see here, it's pretty obvious. And you guys can see right here where price bounced off. So look where price came down and look where it bounced off. Bounced off the pink line, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. These horizontal lines are going to be very important. Don't trade around any of these horizontal lines. Blue line is opening price. Pink line is news price. Purple line is the Asia high low. The red line below, or the green line, is going to be the New York high low. And the red line, which is somewhere over here, right there, is going to be the London high low. So all of these lines on the charts, guys, are important. I don't draw lines for no reason. Like, they're not just drawn there. I know you guys see a lot of people who draw random lines all over the chart that don't even make sense. These lines here mean something. So as you guys can see, where price is rejecting from is the news price. Just keep that in mind. You don't want to trade around those prices, around news price, open price, etc. These horizontal lines are okay because this is just areas of liquidity. Price can, you know, break right through them because that's typically where liquidity is sitting. However, the dotted lines here are the ones that you want to be careful for. Don't trade around any of those lines. All right, so let's see. We got a question over here from, thanks, Peter. Peter said the JOLTS news was positive. Let me take a look at that real quick. Looking over here at the news release. So the JOLTS job openings indicates, you know, how many new jobs have been open here or open here in California where they're hiring, or not California, sorry, the US. So previously it was 11.34 million. They were forecasting it to be negative. However, it was positive. There's actually a lot of jobs that are available right now. So it's good for the economy. And you can see right here, price is pushing up. You can see price push up. I think this is just going to be a temporary push to the upside, and then it'll just come right back down. Boop, right down to the bottom over here. The reason why I see that is because retail sentiment is still bearish. 63% long. So I'm definitely not looking for any buys here. You know, the price might come up, test the opening price, and then come right back down. The JOLTS job openings, I know it's high impact, but it's temporary. And I don't see it pushing up for too long. Because even though there's more jobs available, the economy is still in shit, right? The economy is not doing well. So that's not going to be enough for a full 360 here, or a full 180 actually. Scrolling down. So let's see. Professor said, I take the breakout looking for full move, knowing that, but I know that 1K a day on my 200K is 5K a week, 20K a month, which is 10% challenge passed. Yeah, no, exactly. So Professor here kind of just broke down, you know, the science of passing a challenge, verification, getting funded. So, I mean, realistically, guys, like a lot of people complain about FTMO having a hard profit goal. But the thing is, if you can do 1% a day, you only need 10% to pass your challenge. And then 5% for your verification. It's not that difficult, guys. It's really, if you take 5 breakouts and they all hit, then you're solid. Almost every time the breakout does hit, as long as all the requirements are met. Professor said, if you have a funded account with TFF, can someone post a screenshot of the spreads with their new server? Right now, the spread's at 20 pips. Professor, the spreads aren't bad right now. It's not the spreads that are a problem with TFF, it's the slippage. So just FYI, it's not the spreads. Spreads are fine. Right now, they're 10 to 20 pips. They're just adjusting 10 to 20 pips. Yeah, like what Mark said over here, it's slippage and liquidity. It's not the spread. The spread's fine. So let me see if there's anything else over here. Yeah, Maddie said FTMO gives you extra 2 weeks and MFF gives you an extra 30 days if accounts are in profit. Yeah, no, definitely more than enough time. Professor said, Sean, did you ever make TFF your master? It's the master right now. It's been the master for like the past 2, from today and yesterday. So this whole week, my TFF has been the master account. I haven't really seen much change. Well, I mean, I haven't traded today, but yesterday, I haven't really seen too much change. It was the same problem. Whether it's not the copier. Copier is not the problem. It's TFF. Maybe they gotten better today. I mean, I don't know. I'll see when I take my first trade for the day. But here we go. Price drops below, and it's doing exactly what I just mentioned, right? Bias is for a sell, so I'm not looking for any buys here. And hopefully, none of you guys took any buys and listen, because look where price is going. It's going right down. So don't get like, because here's the problem, guys. When people see news, they think, okay, news is positive, so price has to go up, right? It doesn't have to go up. It's going to come back down because the overall bias is a sell. So right there, price is now slumping right back down to the bottom. So I don't even look at news, guys. I just mark it up so I know not to trade around those points, but I don't ever trade news. If you trade news, you're literally gambling. So whoever gambled here to take a buy off the news, they're getting burnt right now because price is right back down below. So it's just a matter of, it's a matter of just following what really is important in the market versus what's not so important, right? That's the key thing here. There we go. Price drops lower. So no surprise, we expected this to happen. Price of liquidity, and it's dropping lower. It's probably going to come down and hit the next area of liquidity below here, and then maybe possibly bounce back up or something like that. I don't recommend anyone chase the move though, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't ever chase the move. If I saw an entry here, then yeah, I would take the trade, but I don't have an entry here, so I don't recommend anyone just hop in for no reason. The 5-minute V3 here is still running. So just FYI, it's still running. There's a pending sell here off the possible snipe if it does close. Let's see if it ends up closing. 20 seconds left on here. It's a big candle though, so you might want to be very careful if you guys are looking to enter this for the snipe or whatever. That might come up here. I'll just mark it up real quick, show you guys. Maybe I'll take it for a quick little push or something like that, but so there's a snipe that's running off the 10-minute over here. You guys are familiar with the strategies. So there's a snipe running right there. Let me see if I could follow it over here on my chart. Let's see, we'll let it run, see where it goes. So there's a lot of volatility kind of bouncing around this area. Let me check the other time frames real quick, see what's going on. Price is below here on the 5, below on the 3, below on the 1. Looks like it's trying to hit this area of liquidity right here, but it's having trouble getting to the next level. It's like right there though. Check our time frame here. It's like in a bit of a tricky area because it didn't really push to the next area of liquidity right here. I mean, typically if it hits this point, you kind of want to see it push down and hit the next level. But I mean, it's just risky right now. I haven't entered the trade yet, guys. I was thinking about entering it, but I'm just being cautious right now because let me take a look at the fundamentals. Fundamentals are still, or I mean, they're actually down. So they are down. However, the problem here is that this candle here is so huge, right? You have such a big candle with regard to this 10-minute here. So there's a lot of things here. So if you guys have been following me lately, whenever you get a big candle like this is, I mean, it's a big red flag, right? Because this candle is way big compared to everything else, like 1,000 pip move. So when you get a big candle like that, typically there's going to be some sort of retracement. It's going to retrace either the halfway mark right here, which would be like about 50 or 500 pips, which would be the stop loss. So that's why it's just a matter of, you know, following along and making sure that everything lines up. Let's see if I can find anything else over here. Yeah, I'm still looking at it, but it's just, again, right there, it's a second retest of the upper liquidity area. I mean, basically what you're looking for is for it to come down here, but it hasn't come down to that point yet. The candle is just too big. I'm waiting for the retracement, which is happening right now. So there goes the retracement. Yeah, this is why you guys have to be careful with these entries. So, you know, let me see if I could have, do I have a markup here for the, so price is, let's see this real quick. Price is near news price. I'm gonna, another one here. Candle prior to entry is too large. So here's another time when to avoid trades. I'm just gonna call this red flags. So basically these are red flags, guys. Red flags are when price is near sessions, price is near opening price, price is near news price, and the candle prior to entry is too large. The reason for that is because price will typically retrace either halfway of the candle or the full candle. So the problem with that is that, you know, halfway of the candle is 500 pips. 500 pips is a stop loss. A full move is going to be 1,000 pips, right? 1,000 pips is going to be full stop loss. So this is why you guys have to be very careful with these entries here. The main thing is just to identify when you have a big candle like that. So good. Hopefully nobody entered. Sorry guys, my dog's running downstairs. So yeah, I'm not in this position. Hopefully nobody entered it. I marked it up to show you guys, but I did give you guys the explanation why not to enter it. Main thing is just the candle is too big. So check this out. Price is now above here. Let me just mark that up. So look where price comes. It's probably going to come up, fill the candle, and then come right back down. Right? That's typically what plays out here. So it's just going to be a matter of, it's been a matter of patience pretty much the whole day. I still haven't done anything. So it's just, it's really just me not wanting to get caught in any of these like nasty moves right here. Look where price is rejecting from and rejecting off the Asia low over here. The thing with trading, guys, it's all about risk management, right? And not risk management with regard to lot size, because a lot of people associate risk management with lot size. Risk management is really being able to identify quality trades, right? Because, and you can see here, price is now coming right back down. So look on the 10-minute over here, price came up to fill the candle and now it's coming right back down. It's the same pattern that happens every time. If you ever see a huge candle, you'll typically see something like this, where price will push and then it'll just pull right back down. So that's why I would have waited. At this point, I may enter if it comes back down. So what I might do is I might enter late. So price does come back down right here. Then maybe I'll enter late because it's pretty much doing the whole breakdown of what I just explained, right? Retracement, and then comes right back down in the direction that it's supposed to go. Because what happens is they try to catch the people who get too overly excited, right? People try to hop in right away. They get stopped out and then it comes right back down, hits their TP. And I'm sure that's happened to a lot of you guys in the past. That's why you guys have to be patient waiting for these confirmations here. So I'll just put that up over here to the red flag so that you guys can remember that. I feel like a lot of people don't remember that. Red flags, right? Here, let me scroll up real quick. Rick said capped. TFF is frozen, guys. Peter said TFF is the new funding talent, LOL. Rami said TFF can do one, honestly. Rick said my TFF is disconnected. Great. Man, horrible. Feel bad for you guys over here. Yeah, I'm looking at, actually, you're right. TFF is frozen. I'm looking at my MC4 right now. It's not. It's frozen on mine, completely frozen. Trading View's running. TFF is frozen. Yeah, TFF is really on some BS here. Yeah, so some of you guys are asking if this was a V3 on the 1 minute. Yes, it was. So let me go over here real quick. And let me just replay this. So this right here was, actually, I think the stop loss is too close. No, it's fine. So there was a V1 right there, technically, which hit full TP. So yeah, if you guys took this V1 over here, or I mean, sorry, V3, not a V1, this was a V3. If you guys took the V3 right there, that would have hit a full TP. I didn't catch that, but it looks like some of you guys did catch that there. So great work to whoever caught it. TFF is frozen, just FYI guys, I'm looking at my screen now, it's frozen. Not surprised, to be honest. Not surprised it's frozen, but we'll have to see where it goes from there. But yeah, there was a V3 right there, guys. So whoever caught it, great work. I didn't catch it. I was too focused on the, okay, TFF is now open again. There's a huge gap on MT4. If you guys looked, it's a big gap right there. But it is moving again now. Now what a shitty broker, huh? It's like, I feel like every day there's an issue. Other than that, let me scroll over here real quick and see what else I'm missing. Okay. So other than that, yeah, Rami said I try to take it, but TFF bug for fuck's sake. Yeah, guys, it's pretty shitty. All right, so I'm not in any of these positions, guys. I haven't taken anything yet. I'm just being very, very cautious with the market today because, for obvious reasons. There just hasn't been anything for us to take. Right here, there's another V3 that's possibly coming up. However, it's not one that I would recommend taking because it's right at the news price. And also we have the sessions right below here too. So it's a bunch of red flags right there. Nothing for the 3-minute. Nothing for the 5-minute here is still technically running. Not a quality entry, but still technically running. Other than that, Craig said, damn, the amount of people in TFF Discord going nuts on it being frozen. I know, right? Yeah, I'm probably gonna delete Discord because every time I go on there, there's always toxic people. like yesterday, I posted up my profits, how they were different, and people are just complaining. It's like, bro, I have proof right here that it's not the same and it doesn't work. But I don't know, it just blows my mind. So yeah, I'm probably gonna delete Discord because I don't want to be in that group. Yeah, Craig said I need to be more confident with entries. I spotted the V3 on the 1-minute, but didn't take it as nobody else said anything. I think they did up here. Well, I didn't say anything, Craig, but I was scrolling up right here. It looks like a couple of people did identify it. Like I saw Stanley identified it and Maddie. But yeah, your confidence is going to grow over time. This is like barely your first week at K2. It hasn't even been a full week. So the more and more that you apply the strategies, the more and more confident you'll be taking these trades here. Yeah, no, I missed it too, Craig. So I don't blame myself. If I missed it and you missed it, it just happened too quickly. Yeah, I missed it too, so it's not a big deal. There's another V3 here that's technically running. Again, guys, I don't think this is going to be a good entry because it's a huge candle and it's right at the sessions right here. So let me just mark this up again right here real quick for you guys. This is a V3. However, it is right at these sessions. So be careful because you might see a rejection off this point. It might bounce right back off. So just keep an eye out. Okay, so price is now coming back down. I'll be looking for a possible re-entry here. Or not re-entry, but late entry. There's another one here running off of 3-2, technically, if it closes. 5-minute still technically running right at the sessions. Not a good area to be trading. So again, guys, let me put up the red flags so that you guys are understanding this and are paying attention. Red flags. When to avoid trades when price is near sessions. Where's price at? It's right at the session. So don't take the trade right now. Avoid trades when price is near news price. News price is right here. So you got a double red flag right here. So this is a no-no. This is no-no. And also this candle is too huge. So you got like 3 no-nos right there. So other than that, it's just going to be just wait for it to get away from these points, guys. I don't recommend taking this at all right here. There's just too many red flags here. So let me just point over here real quick. For 1, it's near the sessions. For 2, it's near news price. So I can make it smaller. Yeah, so for 1, it is near the sessions. For 2, it's like literally at news price. I'll move this thing around. Damn it. News price. And for 3, all right, guys. So yeah, I don't recommend anyone enter this trade right here because of the mere fact that there's 3 huge red flags here that are in line, right? It's near the sessions, it's near news price, and this candle here is just too huge. I mean, if you want to enter it for late entry, great, but it's still going to interfere with the red flags here. Like if you're to take off this final one right here, it's still going to be near news price and near sessions. So other than that, see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Professor said, I'm calling it an early day. Thanks for everything you do, Sean, the rest of the team. Definitely, Professor. So we'll see you. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Sorry, I lost track of the days. Other than that, let me go and just take this stuff off real quick. I'll still leave this because I don't want you guys to be entering this trade thinking that we're in it. It's too risky of a move. All right. So here's a cleaner markup. Let me go over here to the clean chart real quick. See what else I'm missing over here. I think that's about it. All right, so here's a clean chart, guys, and you guys can see that market is not moving. Well, I mean, it was moving smooth until price started swinging back up right here. So like, for example, your price was in a downtrend like it was supposed to be for the day. I mean, technically it still is. It's just a bit of a messier move right here. The reason for the sell buys, again, is because of the retail sentiment. It's still pretty long. All right, it's net long 63%, indicating that we have a bearish bias with regard to sentiment. Looking over here at the fundamentals, they're not very strong anymore. They're actually right down the middle. They're 1 point in the green. Looking over here at the heat map, refreshing this right here. This over here is the this over here is the heat map. So looking at the heat map right here, I mean, everything's pretty much half and half, half red, half green. There's no clear direction. So there's nothing for us to really take at the moment. Going back to the charts over here, marked up the clean chart. It's coming back up and hitting the liquidity over here, but not really much happening. Delete this real quick. There was no entry off that V3 because it never closed. 5 in here is still technically running, not one that I recommend. So here's what I mean about entering a trade that's not high quality, right? If you enter a trade that's not high quality like this, you're going to get a lot of back and forth movement. You're going to get a lot of stress because if it was a high quality trade, it would go straight to TP, right? But since this isn't a high quality trade, you're getting a lot of ranging movement. So you have price come below, really close to TP, comes right back up, and then now it's just ranging back to where entry price was around this point. So not much right here to look at with regard to the 5 minute. Looking over at the 10 minute, there's nothing here. Price never came back down, so we didn't enter it for a late entry. Other than that, there's nothing for us to take at the moment. So let me scroll down real quick. Mauricio said, damn, thanks, Sean. I was going to enter at 33.038 and get fried. Yeah, I know. It's, you know, smart decision to just be waiting and be patient right now. Jacob said, I'm calling it a day. Up 20K across all accounts. Now going to head to bed. Good luck, guys. Definitely, Jacob. We'll see you tomorrow. Swelly said, thanks, Sean, for repeating the red flags to us to calm any nerves from entering any bad trades. No, definitely. And that's the main key here, guys. Is, you know, it's all risk management. I understand the risk with these trades here. So this is why I need to keep reminding you guys what to look out for. Craig said, I'm going to call it a day, guys. Thanks for the live session. It's been great. Definitely, Craig. We'll see you tomorrow. Congrats on hitting your goal. Stanley said, Dan was on the phone with the customer and he took that sell you marked up. You didn't take. I haven't taken any trades today, Stanley. So I haven't taken anything yet. The 1 minute here, it wasn't a good trade because it was right at news price. It was right at the sessions, and this candle right here was too big. So, looking over here at the red flags, I didn't take that trade at all because it like right here where it says red flags, when to avoid trades, nearly all of these were met aside from opening price. So it was definitely a no for me, 100%. Other than that, let's see. All right, cool. I'm just reading everyone's messages here. Looks like some people are having issues with MT4. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with MT4 for a lot of people. Looks like it's frozen for some people. I'm on TFF right now. It was frozen earlier. Looks like some of you guys are on FT mode. It is frozen for you guys. Nice. Stanley said, Dave, we got the sale though. No, nice work, Stanley. I mean, at least you got that. Aside from getting distracted. All right, back to the group over here. So looking over here, Dell locked in a total of 467 for the day. Nice work, Dell. And then here's Professor's profits for the day. So today's breakout was 3,900. It took me over the top to passing my face to on its 200K count. So right here, he locked in 3,900. He hit his goal. He's now going to be funded with TFF. Hopefully your experience is a lot better than mine. Professor, I'm in the deep hole with my TFF because of the difference in pricing. I keep eating losses when my other accounts eat wins. So if this account blows for TFF, so be it. I'm not going to be using TFF anymore. I'm just going to be maxing out my MFF. I'm still in the hole right now on my TFF account. So we'll see. Hopefully if I just have straight wins, it'll be good. But even if I have straight wins on my normal account, TFF is still going to be an issue because it yields like less than half the profit. So other than that, we have Professor over here just sent, locked in about 3,900 for the day. We got Rick over here. Thanks, Rick, for sharing that. Harry over here locked in a total of 2,913. Great work, Harry. We'll see you tomorrow. And then we have Kevin over here locked in a total of 6,451. Great work right here, Kevin. Amazing work trading directly off the analysis on the live. Dave over here as well, locked in a total of 3,030. Nice work, Dave. And you're getting more and more consistent as we go. So keep it up, Dave. Bianca over here as well. Bianca locked in a total of 3,911 for the day. Great work, Bianca. So as you guys can see, these are all different K2 members. It's not just one person killing it. I mean, it's literally the whole crew. Other than that, let's see. We got Brock over here locked in a total of 6,480. Nice work, Brock. Maddie over here as well, locked in a total of 441 off his first account. Locked in 123 off this account. And locked in 648 off this account. Nice work, Maddie. Across all your accounts right there. Vincent over here, locked in a total of 5,100. Nice work, Vincent. Killing it, guys. Eunice over here locked in a total of 546. Nice work, Eunice. And then we got his other account here with 130. So great work, guys. Randy over here, he said missed the live session yesterday, was down like 0.25 yesterday. Going to be back on the live today, trading with the team, locked in a total of 872. So nice recovery right there, Randy. Locking nearly 1,000 for the day. Other than that, I think that might be about it right now. Just looking over here at the charts, there's not really much for us to look at the moment. There's just, price is still pushing to the upside. So with that said, I'm going to draw some more liquidity right here so that if and when price does come back down, we'll know exactly where price is likely to be pushing. Let me take a look at the CNBC real quick to see if there's any updates. Not really much right here. I mean, a lot of the indices are green right now, but they're not very strong. Like the Dow's only up 81 points, S&P's up 20 points, Nasdaq's up 28 points, Russell 2K's up 4 points. Other than that, I don't really see any other updates here. We have something live here. It says Biden to visit Javelin missile plant. UK's Johnson pledges 375 million package to military aid. So if a lot of these countries are starting to back Ukraine, which obviously is going to happen. I mean, this war might get a bit crazier, guys. Just keep that in mind. When that happens, you might see price start to move very volatile again. So a couple updates right there. I don't really see anything else here for us to look at. There's nothing that's really pushing price around aside from a late reaction to the news from earlier. So if you guys remember the news at 7 o'clock today, this news was positive. Both of the news events are positive. Factory orders are up. Jolt's job openings are up. So this could have been a late reaction to the news. I do expect price to come back down though. Looking over here at retail sentiment, it's still bearish. So it's not like things have changed here. It's still pretty bearish. 63% long. So I do expect it to come back down eventually. Now, maybe not right now, but eventually I do see it to come back down, especially with the liquidity still sitting down here. Let me delete this stuff from yesterday. With the liquidity still sitting around these points over here. So what you could probably expect is going to be mid-market reversal to the downside, which could happen probably in the next 2 hours or so. Other than that, let's see. It looks like a lot of people here are having issues with MT4. My TFF is still moving, guys. I think it might just be for the FTMO. Looks like says Kevin said that MT4 is frozen on phone and desktop for him. Fahad said FTMO no connection either. What I would recommend is if you guys are on other accounts, try checking your MFF or TFF. My TFF is moving right now. I'm kind of worried to take any trades though, because I don't want to enter a trade and then it freezes on me like it's doing for everyone else. It's super, super risky. Yeah, no, definitely. Brock said it, Sean. If I had difficulty understanding your red flags, I blow up so fast that FTO denied me demos. Solo's asking, is the mentoring session today? The mentoring session is going to be tomorrow, Solo. So not today, but tomorrow at about 8:30. So like right after the live, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll hop right back on for the mentoring session. So it'll be happening tomorrow morning. Yeah, you might have to check, Maddie, your accounts. I just saw your message. Maddie said he took the V1 body, never copied to his other account. Oh, I see the V1 body right here, Maddie. So it seems like a lot of brokers are having issues right now. I'm not sure if it's just one or the other, but there's definitely an issue going around with a lot of the accounts with regard to MT4 freezing. My TFF is still running. Here. Let's see if I'm missing anything over here real quick. Sorry, I'm just answering some questions here in the chat. All right, guys. So other than that, but as you guys can see, price is coming back down, right? So it's doing exactly what we're anticipating. We're just waiting for that top to pretty much top out and then come back down. The reason why I'm looking for sells again is because retail sentiment here is 63% long, indicating that we should be looking for some sells. Looking over here at the fundamentals, they're not aligned with the retail sentiment, but they're starting to come back down. So they're only up 21 points. We typically want this to be negative 100 points and consistently below that for it to be a strong sell bias with regard to fundamentals. Looking over here at the heat map, let me refresh this. Heat map is looking pretty solid right now. As you can see, there's a couple green stocks here, but they're not even up like more than a point, aside from United Health Group. So Cisco over here is only up less than a point. Johnson & Johnson up less than a point. Salesforce up less than a point. JP Morgan about a point. Goldman Sachs slightly up. We can look at that right here as well from the actual stock index. So let's do this right here. So basically the green stocks right here, the main one is Goldman Sachs, right? Goldman Sachs and Travelers. That's pretty much it. Everything else here is like just a point. So maybe just these right here, not very strong, but basically Goldman Sachs, Travelers, Caterpillar, Amgen, Walmart, 3M, JP Morgan, Chevron, and United Health, which is anticipated because the JOLTS job openings was indicating that there was a positive push with job openings here in the US. So obviously, Walmart, they hire a lot of people. Caterpillar. Travelers is an insurance company, if you guys aren't familiar with that, et cetera, right? However, a lot of these other ones here are still very red. So if we continue to follow this, you can see that's kind of flatlined. It's not very bullish, it's not very bearish, but the overall picture here is still indicating that we're looking for sells. So price is coming down right here. However, there are no entries for us to take at the moment. If we see something, then great, we'll take it. If not, it's just going to be a matter of us waiting. So here's again the 5 minute. It's still running. It's moving back into profit, and this is why I was mentioning that you guys shouldn't have taken it, because if you guys were taking this, I'm sure you guys were happy for a moment, and then if you guys didn't move your stop loss in profit, you're back to being sad because you're being stressed out that it's in drawdown, and now it's coming back into profit. So hopefully nobody's in this position, or if you are in the position, you at least move your stop loss in profit. MT4, Maddie said MT4 is down again. It's a sign. David said frozen again, ... Yeah, this might be a sign, guys, that you guys should probably sit out the market. I haven't taken anything myself today, so I'm fine. I'm not really stressed out at this at all, but I can see how you guys can be getting stressed out, because the problem with these entries here is that if you guys are in a position and it's continuing to move in a certain direction, you're going to get screwed, right? If you can't pull out of the position. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. I can answer whatever questions you guys have. Just a reminder, our mentoring session is going to be tomorrow after the live. So if you guys are not in the mentoring, or if you guys have a lot of questions for me to answer that are detailed, we'll go over it during the mentoring session. Charles said, I'm in a position with stop loss and profit, but MT4 is frozen AF. And it sucks, dude. Feel bad for it. That's the worst feeling. Like, so Charles here said that he's in a position, his stop loss is in profit, but his MT4 is frozen. So the problem here is that if price passes past his stop loss, there's going to be slippage, right? And if there's slippage there, it'd be horrible. Hopefully you're in a sell right now, Charles, because if you're in a sell, this thing is still dumping. So I'm hoping you are in a sell. It seems like you probably are. Yeah, which prop firm are you using, Charles? He's on FTMO. Okay, so it's good to know. Okay, perfect. Charles is in a sell. So it looks like you're pretty solid. Hopefully it dumps further, and then when your account comes back up, hopefully you made a huge profit off that. Maddie said, LOL, my MFF is just frozen and I'm still in the trade. I'm eating, laugh my ass off. So the frozen accounts could be a good thing or a bad thing. If the account's frozen, it doesn't close you out and it keeps dropping, you're going to make profit off that slippage. Hopefully you guys are in the right direction. I've been indicating to take sells only today. So if you guys take sells, you guys probably are pretty deep in profit, especially if you caught. Maddie said he caught this V1 body over here. So Maddie's actually in profit like over 1,000 pips, or currently right now about like 700 pips. So nice work, Maddie, to still be in there. And if you guys are not familiar with this entry here, Maddie applied the V1, variation V1 right here. So overall bias was a sell, confirm the high right here. It's a double body, enter it for a sell. Technically, you're supposed to get out right here at 100 pips. But Maddie's frozen right now, so he's in profit over 1,000 pips right now. So nice work, Maddie. Rick said, I feel like there's some serious shit going on behind the scenes today. I wouldn't be surprised. Henry's asking, Sean, this is why I have a cash account with Infinity One futures. Margin is only $500 per contract. Oh, it's not bad, Henry. Maybe I'll take a look at that. I'm always up to looking at different things. I just want to are they regulated, Henry? Just want to make sure because it's always hectic trading on an unregulated broker. Not necessarily because of their execution time, stuff like that. It's just at the end of the year when you do taxes, they don't send you like a detailed breakdown of like your trades and stuff. Okay, thanks, Henry. I'll take a look at that. You said one futures, Infinity one futures. I'll write that down. Interesting. That's cool. I'll take a look. Thanks for that, Henry. Price is dropping right here, guys. So if you guys are stuck in this position, Charles, you're probably like super deep in profit. I'm hoping your stop loss and profit didn't get triggered, because if you're in this position still and you're stuck, I mean, this thing is dropping heavy and it's moving in the direction of our bias here, because obviously, you know, I've been indicating sells all day and look where price is going. It's dropping. Peter said, what's the difference between heat map on the Dow 30 chart from CNBC? Where did you see that at, Peter? So let me go over here real quick. I didn't even know there was a heat map on here. I don't know if like, yeah, if you have a link, Peter, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I haven't seen it on here. Oh, you're asking the difference between the heat map and the Dow 30. The heat map here isn't real time. It's a bit delayed. I was asking people here, like whoever has a premium, because I look at the premium here and it says, you know, real time data for non-registered, which is me, because I'm not even registered with this website. It says, I mean, there's an X there, so I'm not sure what's the difference. I'm assuming it's not real time data. I mean, it's real time, but it's delayed. It's kind of like, you know, people who are on the YouTube, it's delayed, and you guys don't have the opportunity to chat with me here. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here. I mean, if I scroll up a little bit, let me see if I can find it here. This website's hard to navigate through. So it says 1 day performance. You can change things here at pre-market, 1 week performance, etc. I don't know how far behind it is, but I know it's a little delayed. So that's the main difference with this here. I would pay for the premium. I just don't know what's the difference. If I knew what the difference was, then I would get the premium, because this is very helpful for us. But I personally don't know what the main, like, what's the real difference there. Yeah, Charles said MT4 FTMO is still not working right now. Probably done for the day. Yeah, probably a good idea to just call it a day. Nick said my MT4 has been disconnected for like 10 minutes left. So this is the longest period I've seen it down. Yeah, guys, if your MT4 is down, I don't recommend entering any trades. You probably want to sit out the day or the rest of the day. Yeah, Peter said, okay, that's what I thought, because it's definitely laggy. Yeah, no, and I agree too, Peter. It still works. It just gives you an overall picture of like what the heat map looks like. I don't think it's something that you need to have like you don't have to be having the real time data, because we already have the CNBC over here. So even if this isn't like down 100 points, I still wouldn't use a heat map just to like assume. So. All right, guys, it's getting close to 8. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Due to the issues with the market right now, it seems like a lot of brokers are freezing, and there just isn't any entries for us to take. We might just be calling it a day early today, because I don't want to have you guys FOMO into any trades, right? I think that's the worst thing that can happen here. A lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit off the breakout earlier this morning already, so I don't want you guys to FOMO into any of these trades here, because I don't see anything that's really worth taking, right? Everything here is kind of a bit risky. There's nothing off the 10. This 5 minute is still technically running. There's nothing off the 3, and the 1 minute here, there's nothing off the 1 either. So JJ said, bro, I ate like a motherfucker. Thank you for freezing. So JJ over here, his TP never got hit, so he actually caught like the whole move right here. So huge profit. See, this is why it's important that you guys trade with the bias, right? Because the thing is, we already identified the sell. So if you guys entered the sell up here and your account froze, it wouldn't matter, because you'd be so heavy in profit. Like, you're supposed to get out right here at 100 pips, but if yours froze, you're probably up like nearly 1,500 pips right now. So, great work to whoever. This is why bias is the main key, guys. You guys don't want to take risky trades. You don't want to counter trend trade. You want to trade in the direction of the bias. because if you caught this full move here, I mean, you probably ate a lot of profit off this. JJ locked in a lot of profit. Charles said the panic of being disconnected is being leveled with the fact that I listened to the analysis and I'm heavy in profit. Great work, Charles. So it looks like a lot of you guys here, if you guys listen to my analysis and were smart about it, even though you got caught in a frozen, your broker froze, you still locked in some massive profit. So huge profit for JJ, huge profit for Charles, huge profit for Maddie. I mean, if you guys want to set in your profit, great, because I would like to see what you guys locked in, because that's a huge push that you guys caught right there. Lisa just sent in her profits right now. She locked in a total of 4,343. Great work, Lisa. So yeah, good night from Bali over there. Geez, JJ said, bro, I got in at 33,008 with $2 lots. Damn. So you locked in some heavy profit off that right there, JJ. So if you locked in a $2 lot right here, you probably locked in quite a bit, about 1,000. So you lock in about 3,000. It looks like 2 times 1,590. You lock in about 3,180 per account. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, glad to see a lot of you guys here locked in some pretty heavy profit off that. Nice. Swelly said he got in at 131. He's up 1,300. Nice work, Swelly. Yeah, JJ actually doubled that. So he actually locked in like 6K. So great work, guys. I mean, you know, if you guys are following the bias and following my analysis here, you guys should not have a problem with being okay with being stuck in a position, right? Yeah, JJ said he's up 9,300 for today. Damn, crazy work, guys. If you guys have profits, send them into the group, and then we'll holy shit, look at Ben. Ben locked in 11,000, 14,000, 12,000. Wow, that's crazy. So Ben over here locked in some pretty crazy profit because he got caught in that trade. He followed my analysis, but he caught it. So let's see, 450 plus 14,800. Jeez, 39K off of that one trade right there. Damn, that's pretty solid. Super solid. So congrats, guys. Congrats to everybody over here for killing it. So yeah, I mean, congrats to everybody here who you know, listen to my analysis. And a lot of people here like just come on the live just to listen to my analysis, because you guys can catch. I mean, realistically, if you can catch my bias, my analysis of the bias, and you have any entries in that direction, you guys can literally just take every entry, and you'll be perfectly fine. Overall, as long as you use proper risk. So here's JJ over here. JJ locked in 9,382. His last trade right here, he locked in a total of 3,364. So total of nearly 10K off that account. JJ, that's the one that, if you guys are not familiar, JJ is the one that's in the group talking right now. And then he locked in 6,724 off this account too. So another big profit right there. And then it didn't copy to his other account though, unfortunately. So he only had it copy to 2 of his accounts, which is all right. I mean, it's all good, man. Profit is profit. All right, guys, about to be 8 o'clock. So I think that's it for the day so far. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or message me on Telegram. I just don't want you guys to be FOMOing into any trades. It's just not a good time to be entering trades right now, especially with your brokers freezing on you. So if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll be back here tomorrow for the next live session and the mentoring session right after. So if you guys have any, you know, detailed questions, JJ said, thanks, bro. I'm going to the strip club tonight. Fuck it. So JJ stacked up a lot of profit off that. So have fun today, JJ. Those trucker profits. Anyways, guys, tomorrow, next live session, same time, we'll be here again tomorrow morning. Right after, we'll have a mentoring session. So if you guys have questions, you know, keep a list of your questions. And during the mentoring session tomorrow, we'll go over whatever you guys need help with real time. So have a great rest of your day, guys. And if you guys don't have to trade, I recommend just sitting out the market and, you know, enjoying your profits for the day. So see you guys.